Thanks for watching Capital City News, your connection to Salt Lake City government. I'm your host, Poonam Kumar. This week, we'll be talking to Kandace Steadman with the Salt Lake City Arts Council about the art gallery at Finch Lane, and our History Minute is about the Terrace Ballroom. First, it's time for our legislative update and look back. City Council members received a briefing in February from Interim Police Chief Mike Brown on the police department's use of lethal force, including relevant statistics, policies, and new initiatives. The chief provided details on the department's internal reporting of each use of force incident and how these are studied to continuously improve officer training. He also highlighted recent changes, including the implementation of additional de-escalation training and the creation of a Citizens Advisory Board. A new training simulator is planned to be operational this summer. The Planning Department launched a new page on their website to help gain input from the community for the Transit Master Plan. Go to survey.slcrides.org and design your ideal transit system and show them where to make priorities. At the request of a group of local high school students, the City Council and Mayor Biskupski adopted a joint resolution supportive of state legislation to regulate sales of electronic cigarettes and other vaping products to youth. Mayor Biskupski, joined by a diverse group of business, art, and community leaders, recently announced a national search for a new Director of Business and Economic Development for the city. Think you have what it takes to help lead the city? Apply today. And now Kandace Steadman with the Salt Lake City Arts Council will tell us about the gallery at the Art Barn and how you might be able to showcase your work there.
The Salt Lake City Arts Council is part of Salt Lake City Corporation. We're a nonprofit organization that promotes arts in all of its forms, whether it's visual arts, performing arts, public art. We also provide grant opportunities for arts and art groups that are in Salt Lake City. Part of the mission of the Salt Lake City Arts Council is to help artists with their work, to do better at it, and to have opportunities for them to show their work. We do that at the Living Traditions Festival, where we have artists perform or show their craft. We do it here at the Finch Lane Gallery, where we have artists who show their work and have opportunities to learn more about showing their work. We also present the Mayor's Artist Award every year in conjunction with the Mayor's Office, and those are presented at the Utah Arts Festival. There are 6 different categories for which artists can apply. They can apply in the fields of visual arts, performing arts, literary arts, arts education, digital arts, and service to the arts as an individual or as an organization. This has been going on for more than 20 years. It's a wonderful venue to present those at the Utah Arts Festival because there's a lot of energy and excitement, and the arts are centered in the city at that time, and it's a good audience and a lot of people are able to participate and see. It's a fairly simple process to apply for the award. We have a one-page application form. We ask for a one-page statement of why this person or this organization should be recognized for their service to the arts. And then there's up to 8 more pages that can be included that document either letters of support or newspaper articles or other significant things that are related to the individual or the arts organization. The awards are juried, so that there's a committee that makes a fair selection of the people who've been nominated. The Mayor's Office has the final say about the selection committee, but we also offer a $500 prize to each winner, and again, recognition at the Utah Arts Festival. Another opportunity that artists might have, and this is for visual artists, is to apply for an exhibition in the Finch Lane Gallery. We put that call out once a year, and artists are selected for the following calendar year, but we select probably 12 to 15 artists a year to show their work here. So if people have questions about the Mayor's Artist Award or the Arts Council in general, our website is www.saltlakearts.org. Our phone number is 801-596-5000, and we have helpful staff that are willing to answer questions and direct people.
Next up, it's our History Minute.
In the 1930s, there was no bigger ballroom in the United States than the Coconut Grove. Located on Main Street between 4th and 5th South, this music hall and dance venue was built originally by the Covey Ballard Motor Company and later transformed into one of the most popular spots in town. Big bands from Lionel Hampton and Tommy Dorsey played the Coconut Grove, and the spot still retained its popularity after a name change. In 1940, just before World War II, it was called the Rainbow Ballroom, and then that changed later to the Rainbow Rendezvous, attracting big names like Nat King Cole. In 1959, the name was changed a final time to the Terrace Ballroom, and as the 1960s wore on, it became the venue for traveling rock bands. It hosted legendary groups like the Beach Boys, The Doors, Led Zeppelin, Kiss, and many others. With larger, newer auditoriums like the Salt Palace getting built, fewer and fewer acts were booked at the ballroom. After a New Year's Eve party on December 31st, 1981, the doors at the Terrace Ballroom closed forever. The vacant building stood for 6 more years before a fire engulfed it in 1987 and it was torn down. Today, the spot where the most happening nightlife and incredible bands in history visited Utah throughout the 20th century is nothing more than a parking lot.
That's it for another episode of Capital City News, where we do our best to keep you in the know. Make sure to keep watching to stay up to date on all the latest. For SLC TV, I'm Poonam Kumar.